Hey, good morning. Good morning. Ooh, how y'all doing? So, AunTeaFee heard last night, that a seventh person was fired in the Tyre Nichols murder investigation with the Memphis Police Department. Now, I also heard that lieutenant supervisor that was on the scene, Chief Davis, allowed to retire before they went full force on and fired the dude. Why? So why did they wait until after his retirement? You could have fired him for being there and not reporting it. But you slid him on through the cracks, see. But when I tried to tell y'all what was going on, them folk, I told y'all it was crooked. I told y'all them reliable sources was dirty. Yeah. It's time for you to retire or resign, either one. Get your ass on up out of there. You dirty too. You dirty. And you don't have that man's family in your best interest. Because you getting them out. I can hear you now. You need to go on and retire. Keep my name up out of here. Do what you need to do. But don't bring me up. Yeah. Why did you find it immediate and appropriate, necessary to fire that Smith guy, that lieutenant, your partner, your homie, lover, friend, probably? Yeah. Why else would you be protecting him? But they supposed to release the remaining video with 8 hours or 20 more hours of video footage. They supposed to release this 7 person's name as well as the lieutenant who retired before he could be fired. They want him to be able to come out of retirement, or go work someplace else, and still be dirty. Yeah. Another cover up from South Carolina to Memphis. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. From the Carolinas to Georgia to Memphis. Yeah. So here, Memphis police give update on internal investigation.
Jennifer Sink, who gave City Council an update Tuesday morning on the internal investigation surrounding the January 7th traffic stop that resulted in the death of Tyre Nichols. Last committee meeting, we were told a total of 13 officers were being investigated, 6 of them already fired. Sink said Tuesday that a 7th has been terminated from the force.
3 officers have been suspended. 2 officers had their charges dismissed, and 1 officer submitted his retirement prior to the conclusion of the hearing.
That last officer,
The Smith guy, I'm sure.
We were told he was going to be fired, but the retirement took place before that could happen. Sink also says.
So that means he was celebrated, y'all. In other words, he was celebrated instead of fired. So Chief Davis celebrated that supervisor, lieutenant, at his retirement celebration instead of firing him for being a part of the cover-up, being a part of the hit that they thought was Marcus Johnson. Marcus Thornton. Instead, it was Tyre Nichols.
Tonight by Memphis Fire and Memphis Police in their internal investigations following the death of Tyre Nichols. Good evening to you. I'm Joy Red.
It came during this morning's City Council Committee meeting where Action News 5's Parker King listened in. He joins us now from live out.
Yeah, Joy, we learned today a 7th Memphis police officer has been fired for his involvement in the Tyre Nichols traffic stop, which happened 2 months ago today. There was also an 8th police officer who we're told would have been fired, but was a supervisor and a lieutenant who'd served long enough with the department and opted instead for retirement.
So the city's still gonna pay him.
We're not totally concluded, but I think that the likelihood is that it's now concluded.
That comes from Memphis Chief Legal Officer Jennifer Sink, who gave City Council an update Tuesday morning on the internal investigation surrounding the January 7th traffic stop that resulted in the death of Tyre Nichols. Last committee meeting, we were told a total of 13 officers were being investigated, 6 of them already fired. Sink said Tuesday that a 7th has been terminated from the force.
3 officers have been suspended. 2 officers had their charges dismissed, and 1 officer submitted his retirement prior to the conclusion of the hearing.
That last officer, who is now retired, we were told he was going to be fired, but the retirement took place before that could happen. Sink also says the city will be releasing nearly 20 additional hours of video footage from the night of January 7th.
The city's also going to release tomorrow the
Which is
records
today.
that are specific to these administrative investigations and the disciplinary action that was decided.
So only 5 have been charged still. No more have been added to the murder case.
Now, as far as Memphis Fire is concerned, 3 people were fired. We told you about 2 EMTs and a lieutenant. There was also a 4th person we told you about last week, Jesse Guy. We learned today that he was suspended. Live in downtown Memphis, Parker King.
5 people have been charged in Tyre Nichols' case, and they are the 5 former Memphis police officers charged in Tyre Nichols' murder. That's
The hit
Demetrius
squad.
Haley, Emmett Martin III,
The
Justin
police
Smith,
department
Desmond
mod
Mills
squad.
Jr., and Tadarius Bean. All 5 have been charged with second-degree murder. All 5 have pleaded not guilty and will appear in court again in May.
I'll be back, y'all. Let me get to work. But I'll definitely be back. I want to see the names. Yes, indeed. It's some dirty, shady business going on. You know what I mean? It's another cover-up. Indeed.